Amid the endless sandstorms of the pyramids, an ancient secret hidden in the petrified eyes of a forgotten sphinx slowly comes to life with a whisper rising from the deep waters of the Nile. This whisper, like a prayer echoing from the darkest rituals of the pharaohs thousands of years ago, it is heard on those nights when the wind dances, the sand grains, in those rare moments when the stars converge in the sky. The sphinx's lips do not stir, but the lapis lazuli blue gleam in its eyes trembles like a warning, as if the heart of the desert is on the verge of shaking off its long slumber. During a dark lunar eclipse, the sky descends upon the earth like a black veil, and the Nile's waters swallow the moon's silver light, becoming a shadowy mirror. It is at that very moment, in the deepest chamber of the temple, upon a dusty altar, that a mysterious priestess appears, bearing a golden ankh emblem. Her face is pale and noble, like the forgotten statues of pharaohs, her hair adorned with a crown woven from snakeskin. With steady hands, she pours an elixir filled with the venom of a scorpion freed from its chains. The poison spills from a glass chalice, drop by drop onto the ground, and the air grows heavy, as if the breath of the gods is held. Cracks form one after another in the earth's crust, first like a thin line, then widening like a storm's rift. As if stars are raining from the sky, an army of massive scorpions awakens from slumber, enveloping the darkness, each one a harbinger of chaos, bearing the curse of the pharaohs. These scorpions are not mere creatures of flesh and bone. Upon each one's back glow signs like ancient hieroglyphs, like pages torn from the Book of the Dead. Their leader, a colossal scorpion king, advances with antennae curling like the Nile's waves. Its venom melts the sands, and with every step, the desert's dunes flow like a poisonous river. The priestess watches this awakening with a smile. This is her creation, the first step of a vengeance. Perhaps the wrath of a forgotten goddess, or a reflection of Set's chaotic storm. The scorpions breach the temple walls, multiply in the shadows of the pyramids, and threaten the villages along the Nile's edge. Darkness spreads, the wind howls, and the desert swallows everything like the belly of a monster. People pray in fear, "Isis, rise and protect us!" They cry out, but the sky remains silent, answering only with the blood-red shadow of the moon. But a glimmer shines in the darkness, like a dawn born from the sands. From the peak of a dune, a divine priestess rises, clad in a lapis lazuli blue gown, holding a staff carved from a lotus flower. Her eyes burn like Ra's sun, her heart filled with Hathor's compassion, soft yet invincible. She carries the warrior spirit of Sekhmet, the fury of the lion-headed goddess, but with the boundless mercy of Nut's sky. As soon as her feet touch the ground, the sands part before her like a golden carpet. With every step, lotuses sprout in the desert, their blue and purple petals warding off the poisonous wind. The staff is raised, and a beam of light bursts from the lotus petals. This is a glow like the resurrection magic of Osiris, awakening the dead. The scorpions attack, raising their venomous tails, but the priestess's shield gleams like a lotus barrier. The poison droplets turn to vapor upon contact and rise to the sky, mingling with the stars. She whispers, "Master of Chaos, your time is over." Her voice flows like the melody of flutes, calming the wind, and the scorpion army freezes one by one. Some petrify, others sink into the sands, and their leader lunges in a final desperate strike. But the lotus arrow from the staff's tip pierces it through. The desert falls silent once more. Only the priestess's breath and the distant howl of a sphinx can be heard. Yet victory is not complete. The Lord of Shadows, cloaked in a cape of snakeskin, lurks like the insidious shadow of the scorpion king Set, his face scaled like crocodile hide, his eyes colder than Anubis's scales. He is the master of deception, born from Sobek's wild waters, but twisted with Thoth's wisdom poisoned by venom. Ready to steal victory with a forgotten curse in his hand, a staff wrapped in a papyrus scroll, inscribed with the pharaoh's darkest secrets. The priestess senses him. A laugh rises from the shadows. "Your light will fade in my darkness." The figure declares, and with a wave of his hand, the sands stir once again. The ashes of the scorpions transform into a new storm. The wind carries toxic dust, and the priestess's lotus shield begins to crack. The clash begins, staffs collide, light and shadow dance, and the desert becomes an arena. Each of the priestess's strikes is graceful like Hathor's dance. Each of the figures' moves is savage like Set's storm. The stars bear witness, the Nile's waters swell, and hieroglyphs come alive on the temple walls. Awakening brings balance, they proclaim. This clash is not merely a battle, it is the rebirth of souls, the silent cry of the goddesses, a piece of Egypt's eternal cycle. Between chaos and order, every awakening brings equilibrium. Just like Isis resurrecting Osiris or Horus vanquishing Set, the sands settle, the moon rises anew, and the priestess, bearing the pain of triumph, beholds a promise on the horizon, a greater awakening, the united power of the goddesses. This story, flowing through the mystic veins of Egypt, unveils a new curtain of eternal sands, an AI-woven dream, bringing divine rituals and ancient secrets to life, carrying a melody of thousands of years in every pixel. Accompanied by ethereal Egyptian ambient sounds, the magic of flutes, the pulse of drums, and the harp's vibration envelop you, as if you are in the temple's depths, hearing the winds whisper. In the visual scorpion invasions, lotus temples, radiant priestesses, endless desert horizons, and the awakening eyes of sphinxes, dive into this series, buddy. Each episode awakens the power within you one step further. Are you ready? The light born in darkness awaits your story too. Perhaps the next ritual begins with us.